Senior Minister Yao Osafo-Maafo has disclosed that the Attorney General has begun a detailed review of all contracts signed by the John Mahama-led government during the transition period. He added the spirit of the Transition Act, which says handling over notes should be ready 30 days before elections, is that major decisions cannot be made even though the day-to-day running of the country must continue. Now, speaking at the IEA Forum on assessing the Transition Act, the senior minister also called for the Administrator General to put under Article 70 office holders in order to address the issue of lack of funding and resourcing.
One of the problems we are facing today as a new government is that the many contracts which were signed within the last 14 days, and not only within the center, but in institutions like Cocoa Board, these things were also done there. And if you don't take care, you run the country into all kinds of judgment debt, because these agreements have also been signed and may be legally binding, and certain provisions are there to be met. You can't just come and say, I'm abrogating it. Some of the conditions in them are such that you can't also implement them because it is not in the interest of the state. So what do? We are taking these agreements now one by one, and under the able leadership of our Attorney General, we are looking at them. But it's a complete waste of efforts and time and man hours. We shouldn't have done them in the first instance. The office of the Administrator General must be taken as one of the Article 70 office holders, and it must be resourced and must play the role of the one in charge of the continuous assets of this country. To me, that office should be so active that any procurement that takes place, he should be copied to. If we build our assets base safe today and we have X, then future procurement, that office should be notified, so that when you are updating the future assets, it will not going to be very difficult. It must be compulsory for any procurement that takes place within the government sector to copy to that office. That office should be informed of what we are buying and what we are not buying. And if we also sell off assets, it should also be informed, so that you update the assets. So when there's going to be a changeover, it will be done very smoothly.